What's up, guys? Pimonte89 here. Came across a video today on the 380 versus 9mm. Do not remember which channel it was off the top of my head. I'll go back and I'll annotate it and put the video underneath in my description. I watched it and the video had some good points. I will agree with some of the points, but there are other points I do not agree with personally. So this video is going to be, is size all that matters, or rather, is bigger always better? So I'm going to get seated here and we'll start talking about this subject. Okay, so here in front of you, I've got four guns. Four guns that I either conceal carry or open carry, depending on the day and the situation. Okay, they're all in a different caliber. Over here is the Kel-Tec P32. Okay, it's a 32 ACP cartridge pistol. It's standard 7-round magazine plus one of the chambers, so 8-round capacity. I have the Bursa Thunder 380 concealed carry. 8 in the magazine plus one in the chamber. It's a 9-round 380 ACP capacity, and it is plus P rated. If you want to go that way for 380, personally, I don't see the point. Because 380 plus P rounds are not really well developed yet. I don't know if they're ever going to really do much with the plus Ps in 380. Not that they need it, but you have the Rossi 38 Special. This is the R351. It's a 38 Special plus P rated, and for a 38 Special, plus Ps are just fine. They got really good loadouts now for the plus P 38s. So lots of good ballistics coming from that gun. Then you have a Ruger P95. This is a full-size 9mm. 15 plus 1 in the chamber. Okay? Plus P rated as well. It's an older design, still very effective. I still love it, and I shoot it very well. So anyway, is bigger better? Is it always better? And I'm going to say outright, no, it's not. One main reason is because if you can't shoot a gun accurately, no matter what caliber it is, then it's not going to be any good to you. You got to be able to shoot the gun first, accurately, all the time, under pressure. So for me, I'm good with the 45 at the range. Alright, I've shot a Glock 21. It's a 45 caliber gun. 12 yards standing, first time. And I was getting 1-inch groups towards the end of my range trip. Took me some time, because I was used to shooting other guns. At the time, I think it was before I got this gun, I might be wrong. But at the time, the Bursa was one of the first guns I shot, which was a 380 caliber pistol. It's a blowback, so it does snap more. But it took me time to get those groups together. I had to take my time with it. Of course, with proper practice, I probably could get really good with the gun. But you also got to add in the fact concealability if you're going to conceal carry. Those guns are big, they're thick, they're chunky, they're heavier. Not saying that this is any exception, because this is an older design, but I did get it as my first handgun, centerfire handgun. I wanted something capable. It's an older design, so I was able to afford this. I haven't looked back. I have never regretted the purchase of this gun. But in a small caliber or a small pocket pistol like this, a lot of people will go with the 380 option because it's the bigger caliber. And there's some things that they overlook with this 32 caliber version of the Kel-Tec, for instance. I really wish that Ruger would come out with a 32 LCP. It probably will never happen. But Taurus came out with a TCP that looks really nice too. Alright, there's some trade-offs to both, obviously. The 32 caliber, I never carry hollow points in because I want maximum penetration. That said, the 32 in Full Metal Jacket can reach vital areas. You're getting an extra magazine, or extra round in the magazine. It's more controllable. and I just find it to be overall much more desirable to shoot than the 380 version, which snaps. Another thing that's different about the 380 and the 32 ACP, this is a 2 3/4 inch barrel. A 380 cannot get full ballistics out of a 2 3/4 inch barrel. It will not happen. You need at least a 3-inch barrel. So if you want a 380, I recommend the Bursa with a better capacity. It's still very flat. This concealed carry model is very flat. I honestly don't feel it's 19 ounces unloaded with the aluminum frame and all. It's really nice. It's easy to take down with the blowback design. That's why I love this gun so much. If you don't like the Bursa because you think it's a cheap gun, that's preference. Walther makes the same kind of guns. Okay, this was a copy off the Walther. And also, if you're a Makarov fan, the 9mm Makarov is another really good round. Okay. So already, in my personal opinion, this gun right here is superior to the LCP and all those because it has better ballistics. It gets 2 more in the magazine, which is very important to me. When you start getting these bigger guns, this size gun, I want a little bit of capacity to it. That's my personal preference. I don't know what you guys think on that. Here I have a 90 grain Federal Hydra shock. Okay, I don't know how well it's coming up on camera, but it's a capable round. It's killed several people in the street. Okay, it's got a good track record. Now you have 30 or the 38 Special. I see a lot of people buying the 357s, snub nose revolvers. My buddy who lives down the street from me, we grew up together. He wanted a revolver for his first gun. He wanted a snub nose revolver. And I said, that's not a bad option. Revolvers go bang every time. There's no safeties on the gun. So, I'm not going to argue with that. I love double action revolvers. I actually like them more than semi-automatics, but that's my personal preference. You do sacrifice capacity. Now, the problem was with his gun, when he was shooting that 357 load, he could not control it at all. So he had to go down to a 38 Special in that 357 gun. Now he's got extra ounces he doesn't need because he even said he'll never shoot the 357 in that thing again. So there was no point in him buying it because he can't shoot it well as it is. A 38 Special with a proper loading, whether it's a snub nose or a full size, can be devastating on somebody that's attacking you. Okay? This is a Spear Gold Dot. This is a bonded bullet. It's 135 grains. Plus P, rated for the short barrel platforms. Okay? Excellent. Excellent round. 38s have been out there for years. 40, 50, 60 years the cops been using the 38 Specials. More than that, perhaps. And they've gotten the job done. They had some shortcomings towards the beginning, but with the new technology and ammunition and stuff, the 38 Special now is a fantastic round. Okay, it's not the best one out there, but for the average Joe Schmo looking for a gun, I would highly recommend the 38 Special or a 9mm or a 380. And you have the full-size guns, which can come in 9mm, 40, 45, some people like the 10mm, etc., etc. Now, a lot of people are going to say the 45 is a better gun than the 9mm, hands down. That's their preference and their opinion. The 9mm with the proper loadings, and this is a Remington Gold Saber 124 grain plus P load. With proper ammunition, the 9mm is a fantastic round. Not only that, but unlike the 45, you get a lot more capacity. And with every one of those shots being potentially lethal, I like the 9mm. It's very controllable, and it's more affordable to shoot. So therefore, I choose the 9mm over the 45. That's my preference. Then you have guys that want something right in the middle, which is the 40 caliber, which is a little more snappy. And it's all personal preference. Any one of those loads, 9mm, 40, 45, and a full-size gun, completely fine. My personal opinion. But I prefer the 9mm. That's just my personal preference. I do not think that the biggest, baddest gun is always what you need. Okay, if you wanted a big, bad gun, you can go out and get a 50 caliber pistol. Doesn't mean you're going to use it for home defense. You'll blow your eardrums out. You'll blind yourself. Is it worth it? I don't think it is. It's going to go through the walls, kill your neighbors, hit a family member. It's the biggest, baddest load. It must be the best. It's not necessarily true. And it depends on the situation. If you're going down to the grocery store, perhaps, or the liquor store, you want something small, but you want something controllable. So I recommend a 32 or a 380 ACP. But if you're into revolvers, a 38 special. That's what I recommend. Yeah, you got those 9mm compacts now, but a lot of people have problems controlling that. Not everybody, but a lot of people do. A lot of people are recoil sensitive. That's why when people knock these small calibers, it angers me. Because you have elderly people that cannot shoot those compact 9mm. Okay, you have some women that cannot shoot them. You even have big guys that can't shoot them. It all comes down to the person. And to knock a cartridge because you think it's weak is I think it's stupid. I think it's actually dangerous to underestimate any cartridge. That's how a lot of people die from those 22s. People get shot with those 22s. They underestimate them. Oh, it's just a little 22. They get killed. All right, people aren't being taught properly about gun safety and the calibers and what guns can do. Okay? The subcompacts, for me personally, I do recommend a 380 for the everyday shooter. For people that are new to guns. If you have a little more experience, the 9mm is fine. I don't knock it. It's just not for me. Now the compacts, 9mm, I think fits the compacts perfectly. I think it fits the full size very well. I think the full size, like I said before, 9, 40, 45 is fine. Absolutely fine. 357 SIG, fine. 10mm, fine. But I just want to let you guys know, if you're new to the gun market, okay, I'm just giving you some friendly advice. If you've never shot a gun before and you're looking for something for concealed carry, maybe you want something for home defense, you know, just a little friendly advice. And in fact, if you're going to go just home defense, I would recommend either a full-size, if you want a handgun, a full-size handgun. Doesn't matter if it's a revolver or a semi-auto, it's your preference. But I'd go with that for maximum velocity and power and accuracy. For concealed carry, that's more open to discussion. My friend's dad's a concealed carry permit holder. He used to carry a 380. It was a Walther PPKS. And he went up to a Springfield XD compact 9mm. Both are fine guns. Both will do the job. Just depends on what you want. For me personally, I think a double stack magazine's a little bit thick for concealed carry. Open carry's fine. But I just wanted to share this information with anybody who might be new to the market. And I like my friends on the YouTube to comment, leave messages, let me know what you guys think about this. So, the 380 ACP and the 9mm are both usable cartridges. I like them both. I think they both can do a very good job in a life or death situation. So, with that said, I'm out of here. Piedmonte 89 out. Remember, anti-gun is anti-American. Peace.